You would see the memes about how Malfoy says Potter, and
Potter.
I specifically like listened for that throughout all the three movies, and it's hilarious because it's like he's
Potter.
winding up.
Yeah.
Potter.
Welcome back to Eat, Sleep, Nerd, a podcast where you can check out, go AFK, and relax with us as we discuss all things nerd. In this episode, we're going to be reviewing our predictions from the Game Awards 2023 to see how many of our predictions we got right. Hint, Jason got very few correct. And we're also going to just check in with some of our long-lost nerdy friends to see what they've been up to these past few weeks. I'm your dorky DJ, Corey Winter. Joining me, as always, is my nerdy brother, Josh Winter.
I'm stuck in the cable.
That's right.
It's not important.
Our geeky friends, Nick Murphy.
I know where the drum roll button is.
Talk about that in a second. Christian James.
What's up?
And drum roll? Applause? Applause?
Oh, I didn't know we were doing that.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
I had you queued up and everything.
I'm sorry.
But you
Had
didn't
you-
tell
had-
him when it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Am I getting
just
an
had you-
applause?
And Brit
Oh, I get an
is
applause?
back.
I feel so special. Aw,
Back from the dead.
Yeah,
Risen from the
I
grave.
have risen,
Yes.
much to some people's dismay, I'm sure. I'm here. I've risen.
Okay, that's enough applause.
I don't get any more applause, I just get a minute.
They got more excited.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So to connect all those dots, I asked Josh to cue up a drum sound, like a drum roll, about 25 minutes ago, which I'm pretty sure he's used one before.
I 100% have used one before.
And he couldn't find it, and I had it. I wanted him to cue it up so we could like drum roll you in because you were like back from the dead for the first time in a couple months. So,
$1,000,000% I have a drum roll.
you
But I
let us
cannot
down.
find it.
You let us down.
That's
So-
the thought that
In fact,
counts,
the computer
though.
let us down.
Yeah.
I mean, the applause is always good.
The drum roll was like in my head, so it's fine. It was there, just not on the soundboard, so it's fine.
Let's face it, this is not the worst thing you've caught me doing.
Bravo. So yes, we're going to be doing just a general chat and everything. But first, before we get into all the Game Awards stuff and chatting about what's been going on, I just want to know how you guys have been doing. It's been so long. Jason's obviously not here, so screw him. But how are you guys doing?
That was rude.
Wow.
Jason is actually drama-ing
Yeah, he's
and
doing
He
pursuing
is.
his passion,
Yeah.
and we're really proud of him.
We are
Drum roll
proud
for
of him.
Yeah, where's the drum roll?
Still don't have a drum roll.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, he's doing geeky stuff. He'll be back at some point. But Josh, how about
Yeah.
you? What have you been? You good? You good?
Oh, dude.
You good?
Yeah, no, this is like my busiest time of the year.
All right.
I've been doing nothing but work.
All right. Cool.
Cool. I took today off. It was like my first day off in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks.
Gross.
Cool.
Yeah,
Sounds like fun.
it wasn't. Super wasn't.
I don't think you know what fun is.
You know what was
Yeah,
fun
yeah.
though? That check.
Hey.
Hey.
That's always the best part of all of that.
Yes.
All right.
Be a lot cooler if I wasn't divorced with 2 children.
Good.
Yeah.
Alright.
And
Yeah.
Nick?
Yeah, Nick, how you doing? You doing good?
Yeah, I'm fine. Very tired. Work is a lot.
Yep.
This time of year, it's just a lot. Got concerts, choir concert coming up on Tuesday. When is this airing?
Tuesday.
Choir
Today.
concert tonight, 6:30 at Ardmore. First Baptist Ardmore. Kids are doing great. It's going to be awesome. Last week we hosted a dance. What do we call it? Winter Formal. Huge success. Had about 200 kids there.
Anybody get low?
Lots actually. And then DJ
Okay.
did play that song.
Good.
Wow, that song will never die.
Makes
No,
my knees hurt
even in
thinking
rural
about
Alabama.
that song.
Yeah.
I don't think they let you DJ if you don't do that song.
Mhm.
That's true.
It's a part of the
Like,
certificate.
Boots with the fur have long gone in
Yeah,
fashion.
100%.
But it will
Probably
never
like-
but it will never leave our dance list.
No,
Mhm.
never.
That's right. You don't know tired until you've hosted a dance. I'll say that.
Mhm.
I had parts of my body hurting that I didn't know I had.
Did you get low?
Like the top of no.
Oh.
If I get low, it's staying low.
Literally, I would
Like
just sit in the
flat tires.
floor.
Yeah, just straight.
Yeah.
I'd be done.
But things are going well though. I'm super proud of my
Children's.
big-headed children and looking forward to next semester.
All right.
That's all.
Roll Tide.
Right.
Yeah. I guess what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah, things have been good. I guess right now, anyway. Making a job transition.
Yeah, Josh is not happy about that.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm
We spoke
really
about that.
really happy that he's doing something that will give him more money. But now that's like one less cool person at work.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, oh, look, it's a bunch of 12-year-olds.
How much were you making? I'll go do your job.
It's illegal.
Don't worry. That's
you
fine.
would you would laugh.
Oh.
Aw.
Because I was saying, you sit down at your computer desk and make way more than I do.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. About that.
I could
Like I said, I'm
imagine-
not salty that he's leaving. I'm salty that he's gone.
Yeah. So it just had to make the transition. In this economy, you just can't stay in one place, which sounds awful.
But it's so true.
But at the same time,
Mhm.
I knew I wasn't going to be staying very long.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It was never the plan for him to like be a GM at Best Buy or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do not want that gig.
No.
Trust me.
You want to be a gim?
Terrible gig.
It sounds
You
terrible.
probably make more money than the GM does.
I do.
Yeah.
It like brings back PTSD from when I used to be an operations manager at American Eagle in the Madison Square Mall.
Operations manager.
Yeah, I was
Madison Square Mall.
Yeah, you remember that?
Nice.
Yeah, I was the
I would have
operations.
eaten-
Of course. It's a parking lot now.
Yeah.
I would have eaten
when
a pistol.
when I visited last
Like-
time, because I hadn't seen it since it was changed. So when we went out there for a photo shoot, I was
Oh.
like, "What is this?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!" Yeah.
It's way better now.
Oh, way better now.
Um,
Way
It
better.
really is.
Yeah.
I was going to say, even since the last time you were here, it's probably changed a lot. It has
Mhm.
2 parking decks now,
Really?
And
which is funny since most of the land there was already parking lot.
Right.
They have a lot of expectations for how many people are going to be going in there.
It's got a rock climbing wall thing and several restaurants and I think
Top
2
golf.
apartment complexes now over there.
There's also the
Mm.
big giant amphitheater. Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
frustrating.
It's weird because that wind strip where all the restaurants are, they make you park backwards.
Yeah, you got to park backwards.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, but
You gotta-
why?
You got a lot of faith in some of these
right.
drivers.
People just don't do it sometimes. It's
Right.
like, nope, I'm pulling in.
Yeah.
You're supposed to get fined for that.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
and there's a little dude on a golf cart comes out and
Mhm.
puts out those tickets.
People are just like, I just want my boba tea. And I want to just pull out and go.
Well, Brit, you are back. How have
I
you been
know.
doing? You doing okay? You doing
I
okay?
am. Yeah. I had my surgery. It was a success.
Ow, ow, ow.
I ended up having a hernia as well. We didn't know about. So it took me. It's taken. It took a little bit longer than normal for me to recover. I went back to work the week of Thanksgiving, which was a huge mistake. Because at a salon that week, and then like from then until Christmas is our busiest season of the year.
Yeah.
So, it's been crazy. Also, Nick, I feel you on a spiritual level. This is my 1st
Mhm.
season instructing and everything during Christmas season. And I just like can't wait for it to be over.
Yeah.
Like, I know you feel the same way. Like we love the babies, love seeing them every day. But if I had an opportunity to karate chop one in the throat, first chance.
Wow.
100%.
Just
I love
Straight shot.
and they'll probably watch this. I absolutely love them. They did so well today. The guard did their first like actual performance on a mat
yeah.
today. Because we did our Christmas concert this morning, and then last night we marched like a 3-mile long parade
Nope.
Ooh.
at
Super
night.
out. No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
And they did so well, and like I totally love my kids and everything, but I'm just like Tuesday is our Christmas party, and I'm so ready to be done just for
Yeah.
a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
Yep.
like, oh, Mama needs a vacation, and they know it too.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm still healing. I still have a lot of like, I'm still really inflamed and
Mhm. Yeah.
everything. So if I am out there spinning a 6-foot flag or holding a snare drum, tuning a snare drum and everything, like I start hurting when I'm doing too much.
Mhm.
But I just do it anyways because
You
it's
gotta
just
thug
what
it
I
out.
do.
Gotta
I,
fuck
yeah,
it
it's
out.
you gotta thug it. But yeah, we did a bake sale and raised $258.
Let's
the color
go,
guard
bake
did
sale.
today.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Their first bake sale, so they're excited. I'm looking for a possible career change in
Heck yeah.
January. I have a meeting Thursday about that.
It's a trap. Don't do it.
I well, I mean, my original dream was to be a band director. That was my dream.
It's a trap.
So this is like, this will possibly be the closest I'll ever get to that, which is
Sure.
totally cool, totally
Mhm.
fine. But yeah, so that's kind of been me. I've missed you guys. I've missed recording and like the creative outlet, but it was just like, whenever I found out I was having surgery, he was like, it's got to come out.
Oh God.
Let's do it next Wednesday. And I was like, ugh.
It's what you want to
I
hear.
was like
It's gotta
such
come
a
out.
yes man. And I was like such a yes man in that moment. I was like, okay. So, but I mean, everything's going good. But getting my gallbladder taken out has been such a good decision. My surgeon and I, we called her Gail. Gail has been evicted.
That sounds about right.
So yeah, the staff was great. Everything, recovery was really hard. Not gonna lie, because of that extra issue that I had. But I had a great support system and everything.
Nice.
And I just watched a lot of trash YouTube and colored and coloring book. And
So you watched our channel.
It's the actual dream.
I did.
So-
Okay, first of all, I did. I supported. I watched when I was sitting there with my medications and couldn't sleep. So yeah, of course. But no,
Heck
I'm
yeah.
really
For-
happy to be back. I really
For the
am.
record, Eat Sleep Nerd is the best when you're on painkillers. So
I'm on them right now.
Yeah, so we will be doing a band director episode coming soon. We have Nick, we have Brit, we have a special guest that will be joining us. We have Christian, who has done music stuff. He'll be there too, I guess.
Music stuff. Well, Josh has done music stuff.
Yeah, he probably won't the scheduling. But anyway, yeah, that's coming soon.
That
We'll
was
probably
so
do that
rude.
one. We'll probably do that one after the new year.
my absence is assumed.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But yes, that's going to be fun. Nick's okay. Nick's
broke
okay.
Oh, he's
It's okay.
broken.
We're gonna.
He's broken.
Well, we're
Breathe.
gonna.
While we're having this moment, Britt, I do want to say that like I forgot you had a cat for a second. And so like while you're
Oh.
talking in the background, your cat shows up, but I couldn't tell it was a cat at first. I was about to be like, don't
Yeah.
react. But there's someone in your room. Like,
You know, they were like the best nurses of all time, especially my little boy cat. Whenever I would get up, he would bite my legs until I laid back down. He was like, Mom, what are you doing? And I was
Yeah,
like,
cats
"Nothing."
always know when you're down.
Yeah.
They always want to
They
just be
do.
in your face.
Yeah.
They say that
Literally in
like
my
their
face.
purring is their healing properties.
Yeah.
Nick's fine.
No.
Nick's fine. No, we're not going to worry about him. All right, so we're going to use this lull to talk about the Video Game Awards 2023. So this aired last week. We did a prediction show last week with Jason, Josh, and myself. The rest of these guys couldn't be here, but we went through all of the major categories to predict who we thought was going to win. We didn't do all of the categories. I think we skipped like the esports stuff and everything like that. But we did 21 of the 30-ish categories. So obviously the awards have happened now. The winners have been announced. I want to see how many we actually got right. So I have got this pulled up here. So we're going to go through every single category. I'm going to show you who predicted what, and we're going to see who won. All right, so the list of winners here is we're going to start with Best Action Adventure. So Josh and Jason predicted Spider-Man 2, and I predicted Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Zelda Tears of the Kingdom won. You guys
Yep.
suck.
I figured.
Stop the count.
So yes, so big controversy was that Spider-Man 2 was nominated for 7 different categories and did not win a single one. This is one of those categories. Do you guys agree with this decision? Zelda Tears of the
Yes.
Kingdom.
Yeah, actually.
I
Yeah,
never played Zelda.
I think
but I've played
I think it
Spider-Man.
should be a wake up call.
Ooh.
What are we waking up to?
Because I didn't play Spider-Man, but I did watch a lot. When I can't play games, I watch playthroughs.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's just how I am.
Same.
And I definitely feel like Spider-Man's just riding the hype train
Yep.
in some aspects.
It was.
Doesn't mean it was a bad game.
It was a good.
Yeah.
No, not
Okay.
at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
No. It was a good game. It was a great game. But I think that they can get a little more. I'm trying to find the word.
Well, I just didn't think it did enough
Different.
to stand out from the first game.
Yeah.
Which in and of itself followed the very familiar pattern of run around, hit stuff, and then interactive cutscene.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It was a good game.
I
Obviously, I loved it.
think
I got the platinum. But
the formula is great. The formula has proved that it can be successful, but you don't want to get comfortable, and you kind of want to change some mechanics and put a little spice in there. Because after it's becomes the same thing, it's kind of like Call of Duty. It's not exciting
That's true.
anymore.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Duty. I do.
But it's a great game.
I hear what you're saying 100%. I hear what you're saying 100%, and I agree with you to an extent. I kind of saw it as just a continuation. Like, which is what it literally what it did.
Yes.
It was like
what a sequel is.
The day.
Yeah.
But like, I kind of appreciated. I thought that was a plus that it was so similar to what it was before.
Yeah.
Just to continue, because I looked at it more from story than gameplay. But I do hear what you're saying, and I appreciate what you're saying. I think I thought it was more of an asset than a negative.
Yeah.
Also,
I can see
should have
that
had more
totally.
Venom.
It's valid.
I agree with that.
Also, when
Yeah.
I think of, I guess on a basis, action adventure, Zelda.
Yeah.
All the way.
Yeah.
that was my.
It's way more adventure than what Spider-Man. Yeah. It's a superhero that beats up people.
Stays in New York City.
Yeah. There's no adventure to that.
Yeah.
Way to protect one town, Batman.
All right. So, best
Oh, no.
action game. Josh and I predicted Armored Core 6. Jason predicted Ghost Runner 2. The winner was Armored Core 6. So, Jason, you suck. All right, let's do best RPG. Josh and myself predicted Baldur's Gate 3. Jason predicted Final Fantasy 16?
Yeah.
16? XVI?
Yeah.
XVI.
Baldur's Gate 1. Do we agree with this one? Obviously, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Definitely in
And
the
I
RPG
think-
category.
I think Jason, I mean, I understand because I'm a Final Fantasy stan, okay? But just because it's Final Fantasy doesn't mean that it's like wine. Like, like fine wine. Sometimes
There-
it's that box you get from Walmart, okay? Doesn't mean it's
Yeah.
I was
fine
gonna
wine.
say, there's-
no.
There's definitely a few PBRs in the Final Fantasy.
There is. I think everyone sees Final Fantasy and they see Square Enix and they're like, oh my god.
Yep.
And I love Final Fantasy. I will preach it till the day I die, but Baldur's Gate 3 was
Yeah, I mean,
really cool.
can't.
It was
you
really
can't beat it.
cool. So
All right, best fighting game. We had a 3-way split on the predictions here. Josh predicted Mortal Kombat 1. I predicted Street Fighter 6, and Jason just threw a Hail Mary and was voting Nickelodeon's All-Star Brawl 2. The winner was Street Fighter 6.
I kind of want to play the Nickelodeon game though.
Oh, God.
I'd love to punch SpongeBob in the face.
I think that
Right.
was there literally because
It
they
doesn't
ran
work.
out of fighting games.
There was a whole episode about that.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work, remember? The
Oh,
bully
that's true.
punched
Right,
SpongeBob in the face.
Oh, yeah.
He just squeaks.
Yeah, I would definitely take Rocco
Yeah,
against SpongeBob.
he's super overpowered. He's the Superman of that game.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
All right, best family game. We all 3 predicted Super Mario Brothers Wonder, and that was the winner. So, yay, good job, guys.
Hashtag duh.
I just got to switch.
Nice.
That's
Should go play
we can friend code.
it.
I don't know what that means yet, but I will. I will. I promise.
All right, best sim/strategy. Josh and I predicted Pikmin 4. Jason predicted City Skylines 2. The winner was Pikmin 4. Have you guys noticed that I haven't lost one yet? Just
Well, maybe you're just picking the ones that you won.
We're just
You're the one
going to
controlling
title
it.
this episode Corey Stroking His Ego.
All right, best sports/racing. Josh and I predicted Forza Motorsport. Jason predicted EA Sports FC 24. The winner was Forza Motorsport.
Of course.
Why would they put sports and racing together?
A lot of people got really upset about it.
Also, why would they
that
put this
category?
newest
Mhm.
game on there?
Well, same thing with City Skylines too. Like it came out, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, something like that.
And that's enough time to put it in the category?
Apparently.
Okay.
That's
not like the
interesting.
Oscars.
I don't.
Yeah, that's weird.
Well, then it would never, like, it would always be a year behind if they did that. Well,
Like if they did like the FIFA games in general, I'd pick FIFA.
Well, I'd pick any sport over. Okay.
This could go on. Best multiplayer game. All three of us predicted Diablo 4. The winner was Baldur's Gate 3. Wow. That was my first loss.
Diablo
yeah,
was
second
good,
goal.
How do
though.
we feel about that? Because that doesn't feel right.
How does it not feel right?
Like, did anyone actually play the multiplayer of Baldur's Gate 3?
Apparently, a lot of people played
Did you?
the multiplayer. Oh, no, I hate other people.
Exactly. So,
But just because I didn't do it.
I was watching the clock app, the Tic Tacs, and there's
very
a
funny.
lot of videos of people doing the multiplayer thing.
okay.
So apparently it was like a really big thing. I think Diablo would have been a good choice.
Yeah, I thought
but
that was going to be a shoe-in.
I don't know.
The irony, of course,
Yeah.
being that the video game that's based on D&D ends up having the exact same problem as real D&D, which is getting all of your friends together at the same time to play it.
Yeah.
It's
It's
not
true, though.
D&D's problem.
We should do an episode
Could be.
where we play the multiplayer.
Ooh,
That'd be
for it.
fun.
I'm in.
For it.
So who
Nice.
votes? Who
Cool.
votes? Is this like a
Uh,
fan
it's-
thing or
No, it's the Shadow Council, not unlike the football championships for the
The,
NCAA.
Oh,
It's
Yeah.
official, like publications. Definitely.
okay.
It's the Shadow
There
Council.
were fan votes, but not for who actually won these awards. Yeah.
Illuminati.
All right, best game direction. Myself and Jason voted Baldur's Gate 3 for best game direction. Josh voted Alan Wake 2. The winner was Alan Wake 2. So high five there.
Thanks.
Josh.
I spend most of my time being right.
You have been most of the time wrong this entire time.
No.
But that's fine.
Nope.
I think that was a good choice. Honestly,
I picked correctly. I think these people picked wrong.
Yeah, I think I was kind of split on the two. But yeah, Alan Wake 2 definitely deserved it. So Josh, high five.
I mean, it's not like I played it. I looked at a list of games and said, oh.
All right, best narrative. Yet again, we had a three-way split with predictions. I voted Alan Wake 2. Josh was Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty, and Jason was Final Fantasy 16. The winner was Alan Wake 2. Sorry.
Anyway,
I played like one game this year. I'm really not upset about it.
Best art direction predictions. I voted Hi-Fi Rush, and Josh and Jason voted Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. The winner was
Zelda Trebek.
The winner was Alan Wake 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. I think Hi-Fi Rush was kind of gypped on that one, but
But Corey was wrong, so you know.
Yeah.
whatever.
The score and like art categories, I kind of just voted my favorites, not necessarily who I thought would win, so I kind of regret that.
sure.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Here's the logic behind Corey
I
being
love
wrong.
that
Starts getting
deductive
wrong.
reasoning. Very,
Yes.
very deductive
Mhm.
reasoning.
Best score and music predictions. All three of us voted for Hi-Fi Rush.
Baldur's Gate.
Final Fantasy 16 won.
Yeah, they have
Hmm.
like
Yeah, I totally
orchestras
agree
and
with that.
stuff.
But you know what? Musically,
I mean, yeah, but Hi-Fi Rush.
you can't beat that. No.
Hi-Fi
I mean,
Rush.
why?
I would have said Final Fantasy.
The entire game was music.
Doesn't mean it was
That
good
doesn't
music.
It had licensed
That doesn't
music
make it
and
best score. And or okay. So
best audio design. Josh and I voted Dead Space. Jason voted Spider-Man 2.
Well, we know it wasn't Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, it was
The winner
definitely Dead
was-
Dead
Space.
Space.
Hi-Fi Rush. Yeah, no, I got that backwards. I'm
Oh.
really upset.
Wow. That's
They designed the best score. In
Yeah, apparently.
right. Yeah. If you're just using other people's music, is that really good design?
Well, sound
Well-
design would be like special effects and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like sound effects.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily, just how the game uses sound.
Hmm.
Like,
So-
we'll put this on this place.
That sounds like a vaguely defined category.
$200,000,
Yeah.
please.
We need an extra squish here.
Hmm.
I can do that.
All right, best performance. I voted for Neil Newbon from Baldur's Gate 3, and Josh and Jason voted Idris Elba from Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty. Woo! Neil Newbon won for Baldur's Gate 3.
I love Idris Elba.
Did you see his speech?
I did, yes.
It was
That
so
30-second
sweet.
speech, yes.
That was so sweet.
The best speech
I
was
follow him on
Kratos, though.
TikTok. He's literally the
wanna
sweetest
talk
human
about that.
being on the planet.
All All right, best ongoing.
Fork knife.
I voted Cyberpunk 2077. Josh and Jason voted Fortnite. Cyberpunk 2077 won.
What
As
is
it should.
like ongoing series? Like
Yeah.
Like support, like they keep the game up to date and stuff.
oh,
Yeah.
that seems like a dumb category.
I mean,
Wow.
well, it also feels like kind of a weird one because like what Fortnite and what Cyberpunk did are two very different things. Fortnite continuously updates and keeps people engaged. Cyberpunk salvaged a dumpster fire. And while they're both good and they're both impressive, I just don't feel like it's the same thing. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I mean,
But you
there's
know
the
what?
theory
they
that like,
salvaged a dumpster fire. Okay.
yeah,
That's
They
what I'm saying. Yeah,
salvaged
like
it.
I'm not saying they don't deserve it, but I don't know. Ongoing almost feels like too broad.
Should have been like best DLC.
Best
Cyber.
Yeah.
best
You're right.
best update. Or
Well, yeah,
Best
it's like it's
patch
thinking-
fixes.
Correction.
the thinking is that like games like Fortnite would be there every single year, like it is, but then games like Cyberpunk they'll fall off after a year because they'll probably stop updating this game after this year. It's like
Yeah.
it's
Finally got
in
it right.
contention right now, but it won't be next year. So
Yeah.
Hmm.
like because like this year they had that big 2.0 update and stuff. So
What's crazy is Baldur's Gate 3 literally launched a patch while everyone was at the Game Awards. They had a dev team.
Yeah.
Launching a patch. I thought that was pretty cool. Carry on. Sorry.
No. So on that note, actually, and on the note of this category, there should be a second category: most complete game at launch.
Yeah.
Because Baldur's Gate would have won that too. Like the only complete game
yeah.
I've seen in a long time.
Honestly, I feel like gaming companies are copping out with that.
Yeah.
They're
oh yeah,
just turning out games. You
we'll
know
fix
what I
it
mean?
with a
They're like, "Oh, we'll
patch."
patch it.
Yeah.
We'll patch
Yeah.
it later. We'll patch it later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wish I could do that at my job. Like I'll do it later.
I'll say
It's
that.
fine.
Same.
Hey,
People still like it.
hey, look. Here's my development schedule. Okay. I'll get around to it when I get to it.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, keep running me them checks.
running me my money.
Mm-hmm.
All right, best community support. We had a 3-way split with predictions. I went with Cyberpunk 2077. Josh went with Destiny 2, and Jason went with Final Fantasy 14.
Which is
And
different from 16.
Baldur's Gate 3 won.
What is best community support? Does like fans like it the best? Is that
No,
the
it's
thing?
like the support teams for the game.
But this is apparently a different category than best ongoing.
Yeah.
That seems like the same thing.
I was about to say that. I was like, that's
They
The
need to
exact
call
same
us to
thing.
fix this. This show would be
They
30
do.
minutes long.
Game Awards.
right.
Hit us up at Eat Sleep Nerd.
Yeah.
This video
I'd
is
love to fix
sponsored
your
by-
crap.
yeah.
All right, I didn't make slides for these, but best independent game, we had a 2-way split with predictions. I went with Cocoon. Jason and Josh went with Dave the Diver. Sea of Stars won. And then best debut indie game, we had myself and Jason went with Cocoon. Josh went with Pizza Tower. Cocoon won.
Boo.
Pizza
I'd
Tower.
pick Power Wash.
Pizza
the Power Wash
Tower
game.
for life.
Yeah.
That game's fun.
Oddly soothing.
Beat the
All
whole
right.
thing.
Uber Simulator.
3 more. So best adaptation, myself and Jason went with HBO's The Last of Us, and Josh went with Super Mario Brothers, the movie.
Wait. Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
The Last of Us won.
As
Yeah, it
it
was
should.
mid.
So I have not seen The Last of Us yet. I saw the first episode. I was like, this is cool, and then I got over it.
Yeah.
I
Wow. It's really good.
I've just watched the
Pretty
Super Mario's brother
Yes.
movie
Wow.
the other day. And I
Progress.
really liked, 100%, and I really liked it more
Yeah.
than I thought I would. It
Yeah,
was
really good.
I would have voted for that too.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all I'm gonna say.
You should go finish The Last of Us. It's really good.
Yeah.
I play the games.
Okay. Well,
I know
cool.
what happens.
What?
All right, cool.
But you didn't make slides for these.
Different.
Just those 2 that we already went over. All right. Most anticipated game. Myself and Jason went with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Josh went with Star Wars Outlaws. Final Fantasy 1.
Really?
According to
Yeah.
who? Like
Again, the Shadow Council.
why do they get to decide?
The
what
Shadow
we're most
Council
anticipated for?
Our stands.
This one actually
obviously.
might have been fan voted, I believe.
And
I
like
forget.
we've all been anticipating GTA 6. Why is that not on? there?
Well, we didn't know it was coming out next year until recently.
But we're still anticipating it.
2025.
Well, these are supposed to be for games coming out next year. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't make the rules.
That's an old
I
one.
don't make the rules.
That's an old one.
All right, last one. Game of the year. I went with Baldur's Gate 3. Josh and Jason went with Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and Baldur's Gate 3 won.
How did he get up there?
Carefully, I hope.
He has powers.
I don't know.
You get to build flying contraptions in that one.
Okay.
So, all told, with the categories we voted on, Jason got 4 correct. Josh got 6 correct, and I got 14 of the 21 correct.
Wow, the guy who follows video games got all the video
Just
game
saying.
guesses right.
That's wild.
Give him like
super
a
weird.
really sad round of applause, everybody. It's like an episode of like.
God,
Jerry
that's the one that says you
Springer's
suck.
happening.
Yeah, it's the meanest sound effect I have.
So, can we talk about what Kratos say? What did he say?
Oh, he cut off. He said Call of Duty had a short campaign.
That's right.
Yeah. So like last year he gave like a really long speech.
Like it was like 15 minutes long. Yeah.
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 It was he took his moment to shine
Was it like best voiceover or something?
and he shone hard.
Showed.
Yeah. And this year he went up there and he was just like, yeah, my speech last year was longer than this year's Call of Duty.
Which is
How do you
not
feel
far
about
from the
that?
truth.
Listen,
how
I have went to the weirdest place. I love TikTok. These Call of Duty guys are so triggered,
Mhm.
so
It was
upset.
deserved. That Call of Duty campaign was trash.
How the game works and trigger.
Wow. No, they definitely phoned in this year's campaign. And granted, the developers apparently were like in crunch and did not have enough time to actually make the campaign.
Okay, but here's the thing though. No one was expecting this game this year.
Exactly. That's
you
my
didn't
thing.
have to rush it.
Mhm.
It was definitely a corporate decision to throw out this campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was definitely, hey, we need to sign some checks.
Yeah.
Who's running these companies?
Now it's Microsoft.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Bill.
Well, he's retired.
No, it's Bill.
No, he's retired.
He's part of the Shadow Council.
Ballmer?
He could still have a word. Just call in. Yeah, do
I want a new Call of Duty.
that.
Well, it's like I've talked to some friends that used to be like super into Call of Duty and stuff, and they said, zombies was cool when it came out, and it's repetitive. Like, it's just the same form. It's like the same thing. And I mean, yeah, the online aspect's cool, but there's a lot of people dropping off from that now and wanting to play like kind of single player games and then checking in every now and then with online friends and stuff. There's, I don't know.
That's why I'm upset about it, because Modern Warfare 1 and 2, the most recent Modern Warfare games, the campaigns were great. And they just kind of trashed this Modern Warfare 3 campaign. It's like, am I going to get my conclusion to the story now? Or is this it? So,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, it's not like they won't make another one. It's Call of Duty.
Can we get Halo back?
No.
I'm over that.
They ruined that.
I'm over
They
it.
ruined that so hard.
Yeah, let's just get like a redo on that.
Halo Infinite was
They did
not
that.
good.
Well, hold on. When did the original one come out? 2001?
Yeah.
So it's been 20 years?
22, yeah.
Reboot.
Right. See?
They did that.
No, they didn't. No, I mean a real reboot from
Oh, really?
ground up.
Oh, like brand new story. And
Yeah, like
Yes.
completely start over.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
Take me back to what was the ship? Pillar of Autumn. Sorry, I had to reach deep in the brain crevices for that one. I think we could do it. I think it's time.
Nick, you're okay over
I want it
there.
to be higher.
That one.
I did it.
That one.
I did it.
Can you?
I went on
Yes,
a
the
date
big
in
one.
Halo one time.
What?
I was like, right now. What?
Wait, explain
that.
Say more things about that.
I went on a date in
Well,
Hold
Halo
on, can we
one
wait
time.
While
for
we-
Nick to stop
while
making
we
so
mute
much?
Nick's
I'm sorry.
I can cut out this side of the conversation. Britt, go ahead.
No, it's totally fine. It was not fun.
Oh, well, how did it even work?
Did he talk like Sergeant Johnson? That'd be funny.
It was just like, some
Hey, give me your phone number.
multiplayer. And then I just like shot him
I
repeatedly.
just shot him. Okay.
In Halo, not in real life.
Did you meet the person in Halo?
No.
Okay, so like that was the plan for the date, was to
Yeah.
play Halo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. That sounds
was-
so early 2000s.
It was early 2000s. It was. It was.
This definitely wasn't like last week.
Yeah, no.
No.
Hopefully not.
This was like Flyleaf days, all right? This is like
Gone. All right.
way back. way
Hootie
back.
and the
when.
Blowfish days.
We're talking like land partied.
Mhm.
You got mail.
That sounded just
Can we
like
talk
them.
about
That's really
Sega?
good. Sega.
Yes.
Yeah, Sega's re-announcing titles, and people think
Yeah.
that they're fixing to come back and take it all. I've seen a
Would
lot
they
of
do
predictions.
Would they do a console?
People are speculating that they're going to be doing a console, but this is my thing with that, okay? Is I don't want it to be like a PlayStation 5 type console. I'm sorry. Sega means a lot to me personally, and I would love for it to kind of keep an old school feel to it.
Let's reimagine
really
the
would.
Genesis.
Nah, dude, Dreamcast
I like the Dreamcast.
all the way.
Yes.
The little Tamagotchi thing in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know how it would work because, like, even Microsoft
Plug it into the TV.
like Microsoft
Put the
is
cartridge in.
like that. Microsoft has stopped publishing sales numbers because they're selling so few Xboxes right now.
It should 1,000% run on
Yeah.
cartridges.
So, like,
Yeah,
I just
that would
how
be
could
fun.
anyone be competitive against Nintendo and Sony right now? Because, like, if you're
Have
a
good games.
family gamer, you're Nintendo. If you're anything else, you're a PlayStation. So, how do you compete against that?
Corey over here acting
Have
like
a
I
better
think
Xbox
that
all day.
if they market it, because our generation is the nostalgia generation, in
Mhm,
case
we sure
you know
are.
what I mean.
Yeah.
I think that if they market it as nostalgia, the younger generation is going to be like, "Oh, this is retro, right? We're at that age." It's just terrifying. And they're going to hop on that. Because I've seen a lot of people, you know those little things you can get from like Target that has like the 100 old school games or whatever
Yeah.
Mhm.
on
Yes.
it. Those are one of the hottest holiday items this year. I mean, flying off the shelves. So I think that retro gaming is about to make a comeback, which I'm all for. But I think it's going to probably make a comeback in like a new twist. I don't really know what that is. But I've seen a lot of people speculating about Sega dropping a new possible system in the future or announcing a new system in the future, which I'd buy it just because it's Sega. Honestly, I don't even care. Take my money. Take
Yeah.
my money. It's fine.
I mean, what they need to do is just have Britney Spears with knives in the commercial.
Yeah,
It'd be excellent. It would sell
Yeah.
like hotcakes.
it would.
You know that video she put out?
I don't keep up with Britney Spears.
Well,
It was like
there
it was like a big controversy.
yeah, like a whole 3 days they talked about it, where she was like in a video, like she always posts these videos about her dancing,
Mm-hmm.
and one day she decided to do that with knives.
Oh, this is like a personal video. I
Yeah,
was thinking music video.
no, personal video. She posted on Instagram. She was just dancing around with knives and flailing
Yeah,
them
she
around.
always looks kind of like not right.
Mhm.
If you catch my drift, and
Yeah.
like she's dressed kind of weird.
Like having us all
She's
think,
dressed
like,
kinda
did
weird.
We all get you. But-
like, did we do the right thing trying to get her off of that
Yo.
thing? Maybe they were right.
Like it makes like as a female, it makes me genuinely concerned for her because just like the way that the eye contact that she keeps with the camera and stuff is like there were people psychoanalyzing that video, like professional psychiatrists that were like, you okay, sis?
She just
There's a whole
continuously
thing.
has like raccoon eyes all the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
It's like, is that the same makeup from 2 weeks ago?
Maybe.
Could
I
be.
feel that though. Makeup's
This is-
annoying. So.
What has happened to this conversation?
Yeah, this is kinda
How did
weird.
we get here?
I'm just saying.
Christian is always the culprit for
No.
these.
No, you need to see this video. I'm telling you.
I don't. I'm good. I'm good.
Honestly, you could live a happy life without seeing it. So it's
Yeah.
valid.
I don't feel like my life would be enhanced at all by watching this video.
It would.
Okay.
You would have a better understanding of the world
Okay.
and how it rotates.
So, what have we been nerding out on, guys? Let's close this out with what we've been geeking out on.
I was saying
God,
before
not
we
you,
start
Christian.
recording.
Okay. Britney Spears holding knives.
That's what Christian's been geeking out on is Britney Spears.
Watch that video 100 times.
So, as I've told you before, I'm always like a late bloomer on certain things. So I randomly just started going back through the Harry Potter movies
Mhm.
and just watching. I was like, all right, what's the hubbub about?
I still don't know how it ends.
in 2023.
Yeah.
What's this Harry
But
Potter
you know what?
doing?
It's the perfect time of year to do. A lot of people this time of year rewatch
Yeah.
those. And Lord of the
Yeah,
Rings
a lot of
this time
times
of
it's around
year,
Christmas
so.
time.
Yeah.
It's always snowing.
Yeah.
It could be just where they are, but yeah, whatever.
Like Die Hard, it's the perfect Christmas movie. So
True.
it's fine.
And it's very interesting. Like every movie, it starts out like they're just going to school, and then
Someone escaped from somewhere that's not supposed to be.
so someone escapes, and someone's always trying to hurt this kid, and like he was just a kid that someone messed with one day, and they were like, "Hey, we want to too." I'm like, okay, cool. Because in the third movie, Sirius Black escapes from Azkaban,
Exactly.
and
Gary
then-
Oldman.
Someone's always escaping from something and going somewhere.
Yeah,
else.
and from the Dementors, like they guard the whole prison or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, that's impossible." Well, he did it, and it's like, okay, of course he did. And then
it's Gary Oldman.
by the time he gets to the castle, they're like, "Oh, he's inside," but the Dementors have been surrounding the whole castle the whole time, and it's like, why are they there? Just to mess with Harry. That was the whole thing, because he was arriving on the train to Hogwarts. And they got on the train looking for Sirius, and they were like, "You're weird. We try to suck your soul out." And they were like, "No."
Oh no!
And
You
then-
were summing this up. You're summing this up like Lewis in the Ant-Man movie. Like,
And then like they were playing Quidditch at one point.
You
Yeah.
just need a series of you just telling your
your
interpretation
version of
it.
But yeah, and there was another point where they were playing Quidditch, and he was like up in the clouds, and one of them was just like, "I'm gonna stop doing my job and try to suck your soul out." Why? What is wrong with this kid? And I
He had
to,
personal beef.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, it's his glasses. That's bullying.
Come here, nerd.
Like, one thing I have
Read
to
your
say
soul.
about the Harry Potter movies, like, one, when he's trying to go to the school and his parents are just like, or his foster parents or whatever where they are, they're like, "No, you can't go back to that school, but we hate you. Stay in your little room."
yeah, right.
And it's like, if you hate him,
Get him
let
out your
go.
house. Yeah.
Like, if you don't want his antics in your home, let him go.
That was always weird to me too.
And I never got it. Two, what in the world is Malfoy's problem? Like, he is just angry from day one.
He had a
I mean, have
Awful
you met his
father.
dad?
he
That's
he
also
has daddy
true.
issues.
Yeah, you meet his dad, and he's just like, "Oh, I get it." But at the same time,
But how great is Jason Isaacs, though?
I mean,
I love
Oh,
Jason Isaacs.
Fantastic.
One of my favorite Star Trek captains.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Discovery.
Interesting.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, but but it's just baffling that I think it's the third one. It's the end when
To be fair, we're not even halfway through the series.
I just finished the third one, so I need to watch the other 700 Harry Potter movies.
They have a theme park too.
I've been intrigued by that.
you know what? I hear they have books. If you want to get into those,
No, I'd rather just watch
Books are
it.
better.
I'm sure, but
Just listen to an audiobook. Then you don't have to do anything.
you could just sit there.
They all talk like this.
You just fall asleep.
Harry Potter.
and it's just funny to see the dramatization of the story.
I want to get an audiobook recording of Harry Potter read by someone with the thickest bridge and tunnel Brooklyn accent ever, and just wreck it. Like, he doesn't even try to do the voices; he just plows through it.
I got my last thing.
I don't know how to say that right there. But whatever. I don't know what that is. What is that right there?
Looks kind of Latin. I don't know.
My auntie was a Dementor.
Well, that's our YouTube short. Thank you.
Okay, now I forgot what I was going to say.
I'm so sorry. I had to get the Dementor joke out. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, at the end of the third movie. Like, they discovered like Harry can speak that snake language.
Parcel tongue. Yeah.
Yeah, and Hermione's like,
That's
"Yeah,
snake language,
that's
I'm
not
sorry."
normal." He was like, "Oh, you can't hear it, and nobody can hear the voice." Like, no, Harry, just listen to us when we're saying something to you.
Harry
And-
Potter turned really southern for like a split second there. And it sent me.
And I think it's funny, like Ron's sister is saying they're like she's dying because what's his name?
Tom Riddle?
Tom Riddle is pulling her life force away to get more
Spoiler
power.
alert, it's Voldemort.
Yeah, because it switched around his name. It's Voldemort.
It's
I am
always
Voldemort.
Voldemort.
Yeah,
Um,
spoilers.
But Harry is fighting the snake. He's walking all around, like trying to get away from the snake. And he returns back to where they were, and he's just like standing over her, not doing anything. Like he just didn't just run away, something like that, or just hide, or do something. He's just standing there. Harry comes back and was like, "Oh my god, what have you done to her?" And he expositions this other part about what he's doing, and then
You sly dog. Caught me monologuing.
And then the snake comes back around. Harry stabs it in the head. The guy is still standing there just to say something to him. And then Harry's like, "Oh, you know this book that you just came from?" Stab, stab, stab. He does nothing. He's supposed to have powers, right? He's supposed to have powers.
I think
He does nothing.
I think it's kind of a Sauron situation. Like he's
Yeah.
non-corporeal yet. Can't really do anything.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's like,
I think he was like ramping up to be like, wasn't he
She gets it.
gathering his strength back? Like he was like
Yeah.
ramping up to be able to do these
Yeah,
things. And
it's a
that's why he
classic
had to go
Sauron
through-
situation.
Yeah, he had to go through Ginny and the basilisk.
I get that. But at the same time, you can just like scoop her up again. And
I
just
don't think he's
run
basically
off.
like a ghost dog.
But it just bothered
Yeah.
me that he just stood there.
You want to know what else is going to bother you? Nerds all over the world identify with Harry Potter, but he's a rich kid that's not good at school and is like the greatest sportsman on campus. He's a jock.
Oh,
All
yeah.
these little nerds are idolizing the jock.
It's very true.
Just because he wears glasses doesn't make him a nerd.
Hmm.
He's kind of a nerd.
I identified
It's
more
not.
with Ron Weasley's owl than I did with Harry Potter. So
It's oddly specific.
Yeah. Wow.
No, I get it.
I
Since
mean,
I've watched those
runs
movies
into
now.
things, drops things,
Mhm.
uncoordinated, perfect.
I think a new series has to be Christian
Summarizes things.
summarizing and explaining his feelings for movies that came out like 20 years ago.
This is not even a
Please.
remotely relevant conversation.
No, 'cause, like a couple years ago, even it came back up because people, were stuck inside. So people were just, "What do we watch now?" And people were like, "Oh, you haven't seen this movie? Let's watch it together." And there was a whole thing on that Clock app about people doing that because that's how the Avengers and stuff came back around in
Mhm.
the Infinity
We
Saga.
we need to do Twilight.
Ooh.
You know what? I've
We
seen
need to do
Twilight.
Twilight.
I actually
my
really like
mother
Twilight.
loves Twilight.
I would love for us to all just sit down and watch Twilight and just have like an open, honest discussion about it.
Old
Twilight
Battinson.
is a cringe fest.
I actually really
I
liked
used to work when I worked at Walmart. They did like midnight releases for Twilight,
Oh, yeah.
and you had to throw parties for them. I have seen some things. Okay, I'm telling you.
Lord.
Twihard people. Not a lot of people intimidate me in this world, but Twihard people, they intimidate me. Like they hit you with that like they got that like Jasper stare like this, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Ooh,
God.
Lord.
And I'm just like, listen, I watch the movies, but I ain't gonna break up with somebody because they don't look like Edward. Like, do you remember that? It was like a whole thing.
Yes, that lasted
Like
a couple of years. The whole
Yeah, it was insane.
different people thing. Vampires and
it was
werewolves.
wild. Yeah, you're like Team Jacob or Team Edward or like whatever. Yeah, it was like a whole thing. We need to do that. That would be really funny.
Bro, I remember like watching the third movie with my mom, and
There's
the
3 of
whole
them?
yeah.
There's 4 of them.
Oh my god!
Is it?
There are 4 of them, yes.
Yeah, number 3 is a 2-parter.
Oh,
Just like Harry Potter.
I guess the fourth one at the end. I guess you really don't care. That
I'm here to support you.
it was just all an imagination. The
Mhm,
big fight at the end.
It was all a dream.
mhm.
Yeah, it was just all a dream.
Yeah,
And I was like, "Are you serious?"
Wait, hold on.
yeah.
They Wizard of Oz'd the entire series?
Not the entire
Not the
series.
entire series,
Oh, okay.
but
No,
like
no,
the
no.
big.
I was
the
about
big
why are
battle
we
at
going to
the
watch
end.
it? Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
If it's not the whole series, then I'm still down.
the big culmination fight at the end of the whole thing.
Here's the thing, though.
which
We
is
have to
made
commit
up.
to the whole series because I don't want to start and then not finish it.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
yeah.
we'll do the whole series. You could do it in
Okay.
a couple days.
yeah, easily.
Okay. I'll
It'd
take
have
off
to be
work.
over Christmas for me.
Yeah, I'll take off work. I'll be all right.
I might do it at work because the kids have exams.
There you go.
Make them watch it. They've probably never seen it.
Make them analyze it.
I
Like, hey, the
I
music
need a
in
break
this
too.
is-
The kids need a break. I need a break too.
So that was Christian.
That went on longer than I expected. But I just had some questions.
That
I had some questions.
that deviated.
Yeah.
Well,
Take us on a journey.
yeah, you did. Thank you for that.
A musical journey. What else have y'all been up to?
Good segue.
That was the inside cut.
Yeah.
There's 4 people out there watching this laughing at that right now. 4 people. And I think they're all here because Brit's like, what's happening?
I missed you guys.
Oh God.
Josh, you've been doing some new stuff.
Yes.
Okay, you had to think about what that was.
I have. I mean, everything is like a daze right now, dude. No, so on Black Friday, don't. One day it'll happen to you. On Black Friday, I was just scrolling the internets as one does, and I saw a random banner ad for 3D printers, and that's something I've always kind of been like, that'd be kind of neat.
Yep.
You know, like, I don't know. And so I clicked on one, and it was like 65% off,
That's a lot.
and I was just like, that's a deal.
That is a view.
And they let me do PayPal Pay in 4. That's awesome. So I did. I bought one. I bought one. And
You are currently buying it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
In the process of buying it for the
yeah.
next 4 months.
But they sent it to me, suckers.
Mhm.
And so I've been 3D printing, and it is so cool. And they've come a long way. I remember when 3D printers first came out, and it was just kind of like, yeah, that sort of looks like a fish. And
It was almost like stopping a nuclear bomb just to print like a pencil.
yeah, like it
Yeah.
was, and it took like 6 days to print the pencil and some of that.
Mhm.
This thing goes like 400 millimeters a second, which, to put it in perspective, the average one goes like 30. So it goes insanely fast. And I've been using it to print Warhammer terrain.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. But even then, like one building takes like 10 hours. But it's also a really passive process, so I don't complain about it. It's like people who complain about doing laundry. You didn't do anything. You put it in the thing,
Yeah.
and you just
Yeah.
started.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you did other stuff. Like it's fine. So I'm not going to complain about how long it takes. It's a passive process. But it's so cool, and it comes out, and it's like to scale. And I'm going to have like a whole terrain set up for us for when I make you guys play Warhammer with me. And
I'm so excited.
yeah, I know. Like we're going to have to get you into town, and we'll just have like a Twilight and Warhammer day, because those go together
Those mix somehow.
It
Well,
is
with-
make believe, so yeah.
with enough drinks.
Yeah.
Anything is possible. So no, that's what I've been doing. I have buildings now.
Yeah.
And
Highly
they look
detailed.
fantastic,
Yeah.
by the way.
Like,
They
yeah,
look fantastic. I've
and I
seen them
didn't
in
even
the
do
group chat.
anything.
Yeah.
I just clicked the button
Mhm.
and it did the whole thing. But yeah, that's super not true. It prints in like 3 pieces, and I had to sand it down and put them together and stuff. There was actual talent involved, but
Oh.
Carpentry.
it's still really cool, and it's gonna
I can't
level
wait
us
until
up.
you paint them.
Yeah, I would like to do
It's
that.
gonna look
Yeah,
cool.
I was actually gonna do that today, but I didn't have any white primer because I want these to be okay. Here's the deep cut. So I want these to be the they're imperial style buildings, and I want it to be the palaces of Terra, and that's dope because they're gold and white, but it prints gray, and I only had black primer, and I didn't want to prime it black just to paint 80% of it white. So I'm
Mhm.
gonna get some white primer. Yeah,
The Home Depot.
the Home Depot. Yes,
On the battle.
yes. See.
Oh, so you know that show that we
the
watched
show
one
notes.
episode of that was in the future with the glasses?
What?
Uh,
Oh, the one Jason made us watch, and it was terrible. With Chloe Grace Moretz. Was it Chloe Grace Moretz?
Oh, on the Amazon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Doesn't matter, dude. It was terrible.
Anyway.
You don't even have to think about
I
it.
don't even remember what it was.
Remember when there was that shop, that 3D printing shop?
That's the shop she worked at, wasn't it?
Yeah.
She worked at a 3D printer shop. Turns out that's a real thing. Like, we were joking, I bet that'll be a thing pretty soon. It's already a thing. Because when they shipped me my stuff, the printer came and they put the filament, the actual plastic, in a different box. And for some reason, that box was like coming from Australia or something. So my printer got here days beforehand, and I was just like, Huntsville's kind of random. Maybe there's a place that sells filament. There's a place that sells only filament. That is like the only thing they sell. And I went in there, and the guy comes out high as all get out. But all he's doing is running 3D printers, and he's just like, what do you need, man? I'm just like, filament. The name of the store is blank filament. Like, what do you need? Filament. Like, that's why I'm here, is the only thing you sell. But yeah, so long story short, long story long, that's a thing. There's shops where you can just like give them a file and be like, could you print this for me? And they charge you based on how long it says it's going to take.
That's really cool.
The peripheral.
Yeah! Never made it past first episode.
We gave it a 2.5. Nick, got anything?
I've done nothing but be tired.
Cool. All right, Brit.
I actually have things.
Yes!
Is your hair green or is it just catching the light?
So this is my natural color.
Green is your natural color?
Wait.
Yeah. And then I have these green pieces. Yes. So.
Yes, green is her natural
But
color.
Love that.
I was bored. We were bored at the salon, so we just put green all over it just to see what it would do. So it's giving it like instead of blue-black hue, it's like green-black.
That's kind of dope.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's what happens when we get bored and you leave us unattended as hairstylists. But I'm late to the train because I am an impatient person. And when I get really into a show, I'm like really into it. I like hyper fixate.
Oh, yeah.
So
Same.
typically I watch stuff like after the hype's died down. I've just always been that way. And then I hype about it and people are like, Grandma, go back to the nursing home because we were hype about this like a year ago. But I've been watching Good Omens.
Nice.
So good.
I love David Tennant.
Oh,
He's phenomenal. I love Michael Sheen. Is that right?
Yep.
Yes.
Not to be confused with Martin Sheen.
No. I watched their Hulu series Staged when COVID was a big deal, which they still do, by the way.
Yeah.
They still do say
I love Staged.
Phenomenal. Yes, same. I absolutely love Good Omens. It pokes at a few like
many things.
Topics. Yes. But like in a very honest and forthcoming way when you're like, well, so when I was recovering, I watched a lot of that. I'm not done. I also went down a movie hole for Murder on the Orient Express.
Nice.
Death on the Nile.
Yes.
And the most recent one, which was A Haunting in Venice.
Yes.
I did not realize that they were based on, was it Agatha Christie?
Yeah, the Agatha Christie books. Yep.
Yes, I did not know that. So I watched this whole behind the scenes thing because that's also been a hyperfixation of just, I love film sets and I miss them. So I just watch behind the scenes things, living vicariously through other people for now. But, so I was watching and it's so interesting on how the main actor, the detective, I forget his name, is also the
Hercule
director.
Poirot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he
Kenneth
is
Branagh.
also the director.
Yeah.
Really?
I think is which is so interesting. And I was watching specifically A Haunting in Venice because you know me and like paranormal stuff.
See.
And I was like, the way that this was shot reminded me of Haunting and on Hill House.
Yep.
Just the shooting style and the way that he chose specific lighting and everything. Because I mean, the movies, highly recommend them. They're phenomenal.
They're amazing.
Films.
Yeah.
Also, go watch the behind the scenes. You can find them on YouTube. They're like an hour long, and it just goes into like how much method acting. Because when they're in spoilers, they're in a seance room. The director only spoke to one actress who was leading the group, didn't say anything to the actors, and had the room rigged. So the reactions you see in the film are their genuine reactions,
That's nice.
which I thought was really cool. I don't know. I think that's really neat. That shooting style is really neat. Also, there's a live action Yu Yu Hakusho coming out. That I seem to be the only person that's excited. It's my favorite anime.
Oh.
Back on Toonami.
That's what I was going to say. I vaguely remember when it was on
Yeah.
Toonami.
I just remember the commercials because the only thing they would say was "Inuyasha,"
Yeah.
like over and over and over again for like 2 minutes.
But
It's been burned into his
also-
brain.
I've also just been like watching some random anime and some K-dramas. I like to keep a variety.
Yes.
I just like a variety of things. Getting into new music. Spirit Box is my new obsession.
That's a good band
It's
name.
a female metal group. Well,
Ooh.
female lead vocalist. Did a collaboration with Megan Thee Stallion.
What? Okay.
Fire. The song
Intrigued.
is about depression. The song is about depression. I cried the first time I heard it because it's very emotional, even though it's like rock and heavy. Highly recommend Spirit Box. But yeah, those are the things that I've been nerding out about.
That's an awesome name.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Spirit Rock. Yeah.
Thank you for the time.
Well,
No one wants to know, Corey.
I was going to say let's wrap it up.
Oh. Well, wait, what have you been
No,
doing?
Corey. No, I want to know.
I haven't done much. I played in a concert today. That was weird. I haven't done concert band in like 10 years. That was fun. Pretty much sight read that entire concert.
As
True
we all do.
percussionist.
Yeah.
True percussionist.
I impulse bought the new Lego Avengers Tower. It's so big. I haven't built it yet.
It's so expensive.
It's so expensive.
Don't like that you whispered that.
It's so expensive.
It's like $550.
No, that part's fine. It was the part before that.
Yeah, so I got that, but I also got the new modular building from Lego, the Lego Natural History Museum. So we got 2 new buildings to add to my city pretty soon.
Isn't everything in Lego fundamentally modular?
Well, these are specifically buildings that are meant, like they're all 32 by 32, so like they all fit in with the city, and they actually like pin into, like you can actually like connect them.
Are you building the city? Like, are you going to put the city together?
Oh, you haven't seen his garage.
No.
Yeah, his whole garage is
Brit.
the city.
You guys, I went in there for filming, and you guys were like, "Get the heck out of here, you crazy
girls
lady!
allowed.
We don't even know."
That feels
you."
like an oversimplification.
And then locked the door and was like, and I walked home.
I do not recall that happening that
Didn't
way.
even turn on the porch light.
Didn't
Just
even turn on the porch light.
Figure it
get out.
No, I'll have to look next time. That's cool. I have a friend in London that, well, he lives just outside London. He's obsessed with Lego, as he calls it. He's like 30 minutes from Legoland there.
Nice.
And so he buys like all of the really cool, like, because he goes Legoing, is what they call it. He sends me pictures. I love Legos. They just terrify me because if you step on one, you're dead. That's like go off.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
You just explode.
Yeah.
No,
You just
real
hear.
you just deflate into the floor.
It's actually one of Kano's fatalities on.
Yeah.
it's just a field of Legos. Yeah.
Yeah.
He just punches you, you fall back in Legos.
Yeah. One of these
Yes.
days, we're all going to do like individual episodes showing off our specific hobbies. And so whenever you do the Lego one, I'll be showing off my city.
Nick is just sleeping in a chair.
When I do
That's my favorite thing.
mine, like it or not, you guys are going ghost hunting with me. So
Heck yeah,
get
we are.
ready.
We were never against the ghost hunting.
Who?
Terrified of it,
Mm-hmm.
but not against
I
it.
might watch from the car. I'd be like,
Yeah.
Oh, that's wild. I see orbs.
look at that.
Nick,
So-
you can do surveillance where
people.
you'll be in a
Like,
safe
just-
room watching cameras. You'll be fine.
Is this that clan she was talking about?
No.
Oh god.
I do have one thing real quick.
Ooh,
Very
okay.
fast. It's something I'm looking forward to, not something I've done.
Nope.
Well, actually, I'll give this one too. So, Inquiry the other day, we have our concert coming up today when this drops, tonight at 6:30 in Ardmore, Alabama.
First Baptist Church.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We have this moment. So, we're doing this song. It's a gospel song.
Is it a Kyrie?
No, that's not a gospel song.
Whatever.
Okay. But it
Isn't church the original gospel?
That's not the body itself of church. No,
I feel like the
we
word
can
gospel.
do this if you want.
I slept through most of that class.
So, when we're doing this one particular religious piece, and the words were right, the text of the music was right, the rhythm was right, but we just weren't like, it wasn't sinking in the way that it should have. And so I was in my head, I said, do I want to like start preaching? Yeah. Like, I don't want to preach, but like, I need them to understand, like they just weren't getting it. And so I was just like, well, we read through the text. And I was like, well, this is what it means. You got to make sure that, and then they were just like, oh, well, okay, we'll do that. And then we did it. And they were like you could see this, the cool thing about teaching, you could see the light bulb start going off as we're going through the thing. We're like, this, they get it. And then this get it, and then they get it. And then all of a sudden we all get it. And it just like exploded. And then when we finished it, it was really loud at the end. I cut them off and I put my hands down. They were like, okay, now I understand. Now I get what music is. Like, it was a really cool, like, unifying moment for them, because my group is only 3 years old. Yeah. Like, we've only existed for 3 years.
You do this with toddlers?
No.
Oh,
never again. I did that for 1 year and
Never again.
But it was just the group is so young and they don't have very many true actual musical outlets, especially being in a rural school. And just that moment of just like, it was super, super cool. So I'm really looking forward to that concert. You should come. Secondly, that is not an actual thing that I did. Bradley Cooper is, I guess, finished, but they're doing the movie Maestro of Leonard Bernstein's life, who is my all-time favorite composer and conductor, musician, everything. Bernstein was the man. And I'm really looking forward to that. I think it comes out at Christmas, or maybe
I think it's
Christmas on Netflix.
Like, it's already out limited release, I think. But
like, he studied with Yannick. I forget I can't say his last name. He's like from Poland or Romania somewhere. He's the conductor with the Philadelphia Symphony Orchestra, and I've seen him conduct live, which was super cool. But he like legitimately studied
for like
Bernstein.
3 years or 4 years. Yeah.
And he studied with the New York Philharmonic, which is where Bernstein got his start. And then he also traveled to Los Angeles and studied in the Disney Hall with Michael Tilson Thomas, who was him and Bernstein were students of somebody, I don't remember. Anyway, but they like Michael Tilson Thomas, who just retired from San Francisco Orchestra, was best friends with Bernstein, like absolute best friends. They might have been teacher student as well. Just absolutely like knew everything about him. So like Bradley, I'm really looking forward to watching this movie because I think Bradley Cooper did his homework in it, and I'm looking forward to that for sure.
I feel like he usually does.
Yeah, sure.
Like he seems to usually take it pretty seriously.
The last movie I saw with him in it, he was a raccoon. So I'm looking forward.
That's also true. Yeah,
that's also true. I heard he lived in a trash can for like 3 months. Yes.
And that brought me back to what I was going to say earlier.
God, always has something. I'm always concerned. I'm always worried about what you're going to say.
Why?
Because I just never know what you're going to say.
You have that worry about Josh.
Christian's the one where like we're all wrapping up, and he's like that guy that you're talking to at the gas station. It's like, wait, listen, back to what I was going to be telling you anyway. You know,
this one's real cool. I promise.
Okay, last one.
So over the years, like with Harry Potter, right?
Oh God.
You'd see the memes about how Malfoy says Potter, and I specifically like listened for that throughout all the 3 movies, and it's hilarious because it's like he's
Potter.
winding up.
Yeah.
water.
Like he spits that word.
Yeah, like you were
Literally,
that's great
spits
acting.
that word.
I'll say that. Great acting. you felt his contempt.
For him to be so young, yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Slay.
He was in it.
Slay.
Yeah.
Snaps. Snaps for Draco.
Well, on that note, thank you. I was hoping we would end on something like that.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in. We're going to end this one here. I'm not going to let this one go on any further. So, if you're still here, please click that subscribe button, click those like buttons, leave some comments, let us know
30 more seconds. Hurry
That,
up.
that you
you've
made
been-
it.
Yeah, that you've made it. I don't know.
An hour and a half. Hurry up.
Tell me how happy you are that I'm not a tombstone this week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me know if I should keep Brit's tombstone in here somewhere. Well,
It'll be on the swag store soon.
yeah.
I think it would be a fun game, and then if you find it, they'll send
should
you a
make it super
postcard or
tiny.
something.
I should put it over Brit's face the entire time.
You
Like
should.
you were there,
You should
but it was
cover
just
it
be over
up.
your face.
Very
Yes, the whole time.
I go through each frame for all hour and a half and like just put it in your pupil, the whole time.
Yep. It's worth it.
In the background,
Purple.
random
Totally
places.
Yeah, Tyler Durden it. It just pops for one frame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it on my cat in the background, just randomly.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
They're asleep right now.
Anyway, so yes, some things to look forward to, and I'm putting this out there so we actually stick to it. We're going to be having a band director episode. We're going to be doing a Christmas episode. We're going to be doing a what we're looking forward to in 2024 episode. We're going to be doing little individual videos about Lego and all that fun stuff. So make sure you keep coming back. We got stuff to talk about. Brit,
Best pitch ever.
Yeah.
Anyways, yes.
since you're back, what are 3 things nerds should be doing?
I mean, there's a lot of things right now that nerds should be doing, okay? But at the end of the day, y'all should be eat, sleep, nerding it. You know what I'm saying?
Close enough.
Love that.
Take it easy, people.